Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back today with another cryptocurrency video. Today I'm going to be talking about Litecoin and I'm going to try answering the question of will it reach and go over $500 in 2018. Now obviously, I'm going to go over some technical analysis to try and answer that question and also talk a little bit about what Litecoin has been up to, why I like Litecoin as far as fundamental goes and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I pulled up a Coinbase chart really quickly. I'm also going to go, like I said, in a more detailed technical analysis. If you haven't purchased cryptocurrencies yet, go check out Coinbase. I have a referral link in the description where you can get $10 free when you sign up. That'll work with Litecoin too. So yeah, go check that out. Other than that, let's get right into what Litecoin has been up to. And what made me make this video is that after I made my video, Will Ethereum Go Over $1,000, a lot of you wanted me to make an updated video on Litecoin. So here I am now. I'm also going to cover IOTA and Cardano in similar videos soon. But Litecoin has, finally started to get some upward momentum again. And it broke above $100, right? That's a big turning point, something that I've been calling for a while now. And I'm very happy that it was able to do so. I think that it's the beginning of Litecoin finally getting some bigger acceptance and adoption. So that will bring me kind of to my next points on why I think Litecoin will go up and what it needs really to really get some more momentum going. But overall, I should point out that Litecoin is probably one, if not my favorite cryptocurrency out there, right? And there's many reasons for that. I'll go over them, but I think that it's still a very undervalued currency, right? Now, one thing that you have to be aware of is that the top 10 ranking for cryptos is getting very competitive, right? We now have Cardano in here, Monero, Dash, IOTA, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and of course Bitcoin. A lot of very good coins, right? And it's getting harder and harder to compete with them. But Litecoin has, everything it needs, I think, to be able to sort of win the race, I guess. I'm not saying that it'll be the #1 cryptocurrency or anything like that, but I think that as of right now, it's still, overlooked, and I think it's just a matter of time, really, of when it will get its true valuation. So, and I will be giving you, a specific price range for where I think it'll be in the end of 2018. But let me talk a little bit about, what I like about Litecoin. So the first thing that I should point out is obviously, you've probably heard this a lot, but the cheaper prices compared to Bitcoin, right? And this is pretty important now that a lot of newcomers are coming into crypto. They see the price of Bitcoin, they see $11,000, they're like, I can't buy that. And obviously, you don't have to buy a full Bitcoin, but it's just a little bit of a psychological thing where you don't really want to own half a coin, a fourth of a coin, stuff like that. You'd much rather own a full coin, right? And with Litecoin, for most people, that's fully possible, right? It's only $100, so a lot of people would kind of shift towards that, presumably, because at least they'd be getting a full Litecoin instead of, half a Bitcoin or something like that. So that is a plus and a winning point for Litecoin. I think it's going to become more and more of a big deal as we get, further into this whole crypto thing where, there's going to be a lot more people. The price of Bitcoin is also normally going to move much higher. And a lot of people will start to, start defaulting, I guess, to Litecoin. You have to remember that another positive thing with Litecoin is that Bitcoin and Litecoin are very similar, right? And Litecoin even has some advantages over Bitcoin, like the fast transactions and a couple other things. So that's a lot of selling points, I think. Now, of course, newcomers aren't really necessarily aware of Litecoin. They mostly know about Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum, maybe Litecoin. But a lot of the focus is on Bitcoin, right, for people who are new to this game. And as people, learn more about cryptocurrencies, Litecoin will become, I think, more of a choice and more of they'll just understand it better probably, right? They'll be more aware of it. Of course, it's on Coinbase, which is a very big deal. Now, Coinbase might add, more cryptocurrencies in the future, but it basically, kind of sets the tone for what are the top 3 cryptocurrencies, right? So obviously, Litecoin isn't in the top 3 ranking, but it is, the one of 3 cryptocurrencies traded on Coinbase, and that is a very big deal, right? Some people kind of deny that, but I don't think you can do that, right? This is a big deal that Litecoin is one of the 3 on Coinbase, and that'll automatically make, people who are new to crypto more likely to, learn about it and just be aware of it. So I can definitely see people kind of defaulting more towards Litecoin as these prices get higher. Even if Litecoin ends up at $200, $300, $400, $500, it'll still be less than Ethereum and it'll still be less than Bitcoin, most likely, right? So that's going to be a big advantage for Litecoin. Another couple other things you have to know about Litecoin. So a lot of people in the crypto community actually like Litecoin, right? I don't see many people in this community who hate on Litecoin. I think everybody agrees that it's a pretty good cryptocurrency with a lot of advantages as far as bigger adoption goes and transaction speeds. Yeah, as far as any kind of transaction uses, Litecoin is probably better than Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, and that should continue to be the case, right? As these cryptos get more and more crowded, and they'll need faster transaction times, Litecoin will probably be the one to default to. As far as people outside the crypto community, it's not that they don't like it. Like I said, it's just that they're not really necessarily aware of it. And one of the final points that I wanted to mention is, of course, the small market cap of Litecoin. Now, to be fair, it has been going up more. And, it was around 2.5 billion not long ago. Now it's already a bit over 5 billion. It's still very small, to be honest. Look at where Bitcoin Cash is, $26 billion, right? And Litecoin only 5 billion. So I would say that, of course, the title of the video is will Litecoin go over $500? And, if I were to make that claim as is, a lot of people would be like, where are you pulling these numbers out of? What are the claims to back it up? And to that, I'll just say, for one, everything that I mentioned previously, right? It has a lot of selling points. And look at how much Litecoin has gone up in the past year, right? Now, of course, as these cryptocurrencies get bigger, the growth should normally start to slow down. Of course, cryptocurrencies don't really follow the norm, but they should start to, grow at a slower pace, especially the bigger ones. That doesn't mean that they won't grow a lot, though, right? If Litecoin goes up 500% from here, which would put it at $500, that would still be much less than the growth we saw this year. So I think it's completely, feasible. As far as the chart goes, even though it had a lot of ups and downs, we were in a bit of a trench for a while, we've still been going up massively and, no real signs of stopping, right? We just moved above $100, which, like I said, is a massive turning point. And now that we did that, that really sets the stage for Litecoin to move up into the $200 range, $300 range, and then the $500 range. So do I think Litecoin can reach $500 in 2018? I think that it could definitely reach and maybe go even a bit over $500 in 2018. Obviously, that's a very big claim, right? That would put the market cap a bit over $25 billion. And I think that that's not even that much for, a big, kind of brand name cryptocurrency like Litecoin to be at, right? I think that's completely reasonable. And the one thing that I'll kind of put a contingency on for Litecoin reaching $500 in 2018 is going to be, can it get to $200, $300, within the first few months of 2018? I think it's really important. And that'll really kind of be key to seeing if reaching that $500 mark will be possible in 2018. So, if in the first 3, 4, maybe 6 months of 2018, Litecoin manages to be above $200, $300, then at that point, $500 won't be that far away. And you have to remember that cryptocurrency stocks are attracted to the big round numbers, right? They automatically kind of gravitate towards them as they get closer. So, previously it was the $100 mark, and now the next big stop is, well, 200 is going to be a big one, but the real big one is going to be $500. So as we move higher, it'll gravitate towards that. And yeah, like I said, if in 6 months, Litecoin, 6 months, into 2018, Litecoin is already at around $300, something like that. I really think that at that point, the $500 mark would not be that much of a challenge for Litecoin to reach. With that being said, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know where you think Litecoin will be heading in 2018. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Like I said, I'm going to be doing similar videos on IOTA and Cardano. So stay tuned for those. And thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great day.